Hello everyone. Have you heard of this term, the growth mindset? It's a very interesting concept, especially for all of you who are looking at leading a more empowered life. This is something that you should definitely know more about. Now, we all have unique skills, experiences, and beliefs. That complex stew of ingredients guides us in the way that each of us take our decisions. This leads us to our ability to adapt or to avoid change altogether. Our brain has an enormous capability to grow as we age over time. The brain's ability to change and grow over time is called neuroplasticity. But the whole point is, are we ready to adapt to the growth mindset? Now, there are two types of mindsets. One is a fixed mindset, and the second is a growth mindset. Neither of them are good or bad. And in all of our decisions in different areas in our life, we will have fixed as well as growth mindsets. So they do coexist in different zones. We just need to be aware where we need to choose a growth mindset and then accordingly work towards it. So a fixed mindset holds a belief that your abilities are fixed and unchangeable. This mindset relies on traits rather than acquiring or learning and like to stay in a comfort zone. The growth mindset is very different. The growth mindset stands on the belief that your abilities can change and grow. It instills the love of learning and persistence and resilience consistent with achievement. So while the fixed mindset is a safekeeping self, I don't want to change. Change is a threat. I hate surprises. The growth mindset is the risk-taking self. It says, let's take a chance. Maybe this will work out. Let's embrace change. If nothing, at least we'll get a learning. And therefore, they are very, very interesting, and we can at any time shift from our safekeeping self towards the risks taking self, especially if it's for our growth. Just because of the sheer attachment to a fixed mindset, some people tend to achieve less. Whereas those who can adapt to a growth mindset have the ability to achieve much more. So let's get into the details of a fixed mindset. I know what I know. I am going to focus on doing what I am already good at. I'm going to avoid challenges. I will blame others when I have a setback. And I will be defensive when I receive feedback because this is what I know. In contrast, a growth mindset says, I can learn and improve. Let me welcome challenges and see setbacks as wake-up calls. That's interesting. That taught me something. Actively seek feedback again and again, in good times and bad times. Improve over time. Develop sophisticated skills and adapt to dynamics. The quest for continuous improvement helps their organization succeed and helps them always focusing on growth and learning rather than setbacks and failure. So how do we shift from fixed to growth mindset in, say, a team? How do we say, I can do it? Expose yourself to information about the mindset and neuroplasticity. Be a little more aware, something that we're doing right now. Create an environment that is safe for taking risks and making mistakes. Openly share this within the team, share it with your manager, tell people you're learning, tell people you're trying to do something new. Make learning a normal and valued activity. join hands with the team, and do something collectively. Acknowledge and reward progress and improvement. And again, instead of me, look at we. It will help you give more cushion to take more risk. Now let's look at feedback. And especially in India, feedback is something which culturally we're not too comfortable with. So again, with a I can do it attitude, focus on what you can achieve in the future. Accept that you will make mistakes. Failing fast and learning makes you control your growth. And acknowledge and utilize developmental feedback and opinions on how you can improve. Another very important aspect of fixed mindset and growth mindset is motivation. What is the importance of motivation for both? So, this is really interesting. The growth mindset is focused on intrinsic motivation. The learning experience is rewarding in itself. Then they prefer to compete with themselves. Therefore, they become better versions of themselves. The fixed mindset, however, looks at motivation as mostly extrinsic motivation, which is external. A person with a fixed mindset will be engaged in learning as a means to win it. Right? Their desire to please others or compete with others is bigger and is higher than actually understanding what their growth or their progress should be. And that is a clear difference between fixed and growth mindset. Now, why is motivation so important in today's world? If we look at today's world where we are interconnected with so many people, we are following people, people are following us, it's important to understand that our brains are social and they grow their mental and emotional framework by interacting with other brains. Today, we are mostly doing that over phone, we're doing that on chats, we're doing that through social media. We are seeking validation and motivation from outside. And that is a sign of a fixed mindset. If your validation or motivation is actually outside, then the dynamics which can change outside can impact you, can impact your productivity. And it's not really the best use of your brain. Brains react through threats and to rewards. So it's very important that if we want to focus on productivity, if we want to focus on being really empowered, if we want to focus on being truly free and designing our life, we shift ourselves from the fixed mindset to the growth mindset. Take our life in our control, take each and every mistake as a learning, create an environment which helps us on our path to learn, and most importantly, take each and every step, embracing the change and telling ourselves that we can do it. I'm Alka Sharma and I'm a transformational life coach. Thank you very much for joining me, and goodbye.